Hi everyone, this is Jordan here with Backpack Rig, and we are going to go through a little quick demo here to show you how to do some easy troubleshooting in the field if you don't seem to be getting proper functionality out of your Stay Puft connector. So what we need to determine is power getting from your battery or power supply to the camera, and is that power the right polarity? So what you see in front of you is I have the battery cable of my Stay Puft kit in a little clamp here, and I have a standard multimeter. So, and over there, I've got this cable plugged into a power supply that's delivering about 26 volts. And this is an ARRI standard cable, and I have my power supply set up to match that polarity. Okay. You're going to want to make sure that the battery you're using or the power supply that you're using is matching the battery cable that you're using. So if it's a Panavision battery, you should be testing with a Panavision cable, which will have the red strain relief boot here. And like I'm doing here, this is with 24 volt, of course. You want to be making sure that you're using this ARRI 24 volt cable. All right, so I'm going to turn on my voltmeter. If you don't have one, find your nearest electrician, and they should have one in their kit. I'm setting it to DC volts, and I've got my two probes here, positive and negative, and I'm going to probe the end of the battery cable. So I'm going to use the positive probe on the left-hand contact, and I'm going to use the negative probe on the right-hand contact as you're looking at the cable. And if I can get those touching, you'll see, yep, 25.8 volts on my voltmeter. And let's make sure we're getting good contact. There we go. And so that's a positive voltage. And irregardless of your polarity battery cable, as long as you're using the right battery with the right cable, you should see this output. If you see a negative output, it means you're either using the wrong battery or that your cable is wired backwards. And if you're seeing positive good voltage here as you are here, you've got a good battery cable. So the next step to check is power transmitting from the battery cable to your camera plug. So here I have an Alexa Mini, Alexa 35, a Mira, ARRI camera power plug. And I'm going to mate that to my battery cable. And now we need to probe the output of this connector to see that power is passing through correctly here. And it can be a little tricky to visualize this, so I did a little printout. This is the pinout for ARRI cameras that use this connector. You've got positive outputs are the three holes on the right side, and the negative outputs are the three holes on the left side. So I've got some nice little super thin probes that I made up, but if you have a nice sharp probe, you should be able to get contact in there, get a friend with a third hand to help you hold everything if you need. And we're going to check that we see the same voltage coming through out of these holes as we did coming out of the battery cable. So I'm going to trade here. So I'm just going to do the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock holes, but you can stick any of the three that you saw in the diagram. And then hopefully you can see here that we are getting the same voltage from the face of the camera plug as you are from the battery cable. So here we have a good Stay Puft. If you were to see suddenly negative voltage here, it means your camera plug was wired backwards. Or if you see intermittent voltage or no voltage, that means you've got a bad connection somewhere. And so if you've checked all these things and your camera is still not running, that means you have got some problem somewhere else in your system that is not the Stay Puft. Power systems are tricky, and sometimes it can take a little while to figure out what's going on if you're not getting the behavior that you expect. But if you are getting voltage out of the tip of this cable, then the Stay Puft is not your problem. And if you are having a problem with voltage coming through or backwards voltage, please get in touch with us and we will make sure to get that repaired for you absolutely as quickly as we can. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful.